Alright, welcome to JerAwards. Today is going to be our Season 1 recap for Shadowhunters. It came and went pretty quickly. I mean, it's only 13 episodes, so what do we expect here? Kind of cool that the 13th episode took place on June 13th, which is also just, I don't know, man, it's small victories we got to take from time to time. If you're new to these, essentially all this is going to be is just a brief recap of Season 1 in my own words. Some people like them, some people hate them. Hey, to each his own. I'm going to do them regardless. And then we're going to run through our JerAwards, and I'll give you all kind of a heads up. Since we had so many issues through the first 7 episodes of this, I didn't get to go through each episode and put down if I liked a certain scene, if I liked a funny scene, or what have you throughout the entirety of this. I did go through and leave a small list for the In Memoriam for people that died throughout the first season, but I don't have a whole comprehensive, like, here's the nominees. Most of these is just going to be this is the winner. And then in Season 2 and Season 3, we'll do our normal full blown out things, since obviously we have the PC up and running for those last few episodes. Most of these were just kind of off the top of my head or things I noticed while editing that I wanted to jot down. So bear with me. We're going to go through these, and then we'll take it from there. So first up is our Season 1 recap. Essentially, all in all with this is, hey, here's this girl. She's turning 18 years old. Oh, guess what? Her family used to be a part of the fucking mafia, basically. They're called Shadowhunters. They hunt things in the shadows. She turns 18. She goes out to the club with her friends. Bing, bam, boop. They got a little performance going on. She bumps into a Shadowhunter, and he's like, how can you see me? You're not supposed to have the sight. And she has the sight because her mother was also a Shadowhunter, and her father was as well, and her stepdaddy is a fucking werewolf. She's immediately just a Shadowhunter. No trials, tribulations. They're just, this is what you are. Her memories are erased. She has no clue she remembers from her childhood. In regards to being a Shadowhunter, so all that's just gone in the first place. Gone like the wind, baby, because she never gets her things back. She has one opportunity to, and she ends up killing the fucking demon that can give her those abilities. We run into characters named Jace, Alec, and Izzy. Those are our Shadowhunters. Izzy and Alec are brother and sister. A lot of that going around. Izzy has a thing for an elf underworldling sealing by the name of Memoriam, but she also is hypersexual throughout this whole first season and goes a lot for Simon, is what it is. Simon is Clary's friend who's madly in love with Clary, but Simon has a friend who's a member of his band, Marine, who's madly in love with him, who we only saw her for like 3 episodes. So she's madly in love with him, and he doesn't really see that, even though he ends up hooking up with her and just kind of like abandoning her afterwards. So Jace is the other Shadowhunter here. He is the parabatai, which just means he's a pair of guys with Alec. They're all brother and sister, even though he's their stepbrother. He was adopted. And then Clary is the 18-year-old. She sees Jace. This is all just not in the order I wanted it to, but again, I didn't have time to type any of this out. She's in love with Jace. She thinks he's just hot stuff. And then over the course of the show, we get the revelation that, oh my goodness, Valentine is Clary's father. This is the main bad guy. Valentine's also Jace's father. They're brother and sister. They've been making out, which doesn't, we're going to touch on something that doesn't quite make sense on that. They can no longer do it. Simon now thinks he has a shot with Clary. People are there. There's flashbacks. This story is way better than the way I'm explaining it. The whole point of this is they're after the Mortal Cup, which can make more Shadowhunters. In the hands of the good, it is what it is. In the hands of the bad, they can create a whole army, Shadowhunter versus Shadowhunter, and they really don't want to do that. Throughout the course of the season, it seems Clary is the person that can unite the underworldlings, the underworlders, and the Shadowhunters, meaning she can get the vampires, she can get the werewolves, she can get the changelings, and all these, that's the others, and bring them together with the Shadowhunters for a kind of a peaceful situation. They get the cup, they lose the cup, they get the cup, they don't get the cup back. Valentine ends up with the cup, and let's put it to you this way. Valentine ends up with the cup, he makes his army, that's the way Season 1 ends. Clary and Jace are at ends because they're brother and sister, but they still oddly have feelings for another, clearly. Alec is gay, and he goes with the warlock named Magnus. Izzy can go back to her love thanks to Clary uniting some people to save his ass. It was a good season. 13 episodes. I don't have 13 reasons why. I don't really have a lot of recapfulness in this because I didn't get to make a lot of notes, like I mentioned. The important takeaway for me is just that it was fun, right? It was fun. It's not too complicated. It's a fun thing. It's easy to predict, which is okay, but I'm having fun watching the episodes. Like, I don't have any pressing issues. Yes, it's cringy. Yes, it's a little it's poorly written at times. Some of the dialogue's rough, but God, it's entertaining to watch. And as everybody mentions, this first season's rough, but seasons 2 and 3 pick up and are much better. And I'm just going to be looking forward to that. You know, my one gripe that I do have is simply in every universe, right? Jace would still be Clary's brother, right? Like Valentine and Jocelyn would still be that. I didn't even mention her mother throughout the whole recap we just did. Uh, Jocelyn and Valentine would still also be Jace's parents. But yet, when she went to a parallel universe, his name wasn't Jonathan Carpenter or whatever the fuck. His name was still just Jace. And they were still making out because they were in a relationship in that parallel universe. So either that's just a blunder by the writers or they're just promoting incest. I don't exactly know. But it is interesting because is there a deeper meaning to that, or am I looking too far into it? And then the other universe, Izzy and Simon kind of had a little thing together, which was cute. Uh, Hell, Marine could have been in the background. I have no idea. I mean, Simon looked straight in her face and said, "You're more than me than just a hookup," and then we just don't see her again. So, guess she wasn't. But yeah, the whole parallel universe Jason Clary thing doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I guess that's neither here nor there, honestly. It was a poor recap. I can admit that. If you can admit that, I can admit that. Which means we can get into our JerAwards. This is the whole big point of this. Is our award show. This will be the worst award show we've ever done because I don't have all of the notes like I traditionally have. So I do have nominees for this one. I don't have the episodes next to them. Again, this is rough. Alex stopping the wedding for Magnus, beautiful. Magnus celebrating in court, great. Lydia shutting down the court, also great. But my favorite scene from season 1 did take place in episode 11, and that was Clary's cup fake out because she acted like she was trying to use the cup, but she couldn't, and then hands it over to Wayland. Wayland, who was just a doppelganger at that moment, it was Valentine using a glamour, took the cup. He's not able to use it. It was just a glamour for world's #1 dad on the mug. And the fake out there was just, yeah. Most heartbreaking scene is clear cut and dry. It was Jace seeing his father again and then having that breakdown saying his dad was dead, and then in his thought process seeing his dad alive, and that's just a lot to take in, man. That's all that is. We didn't have a funniest scene, and there were some hilarious moments in this. I just didn't remember what episode they were in, and I didn't know how to write down. But there are some really funny moments, and I apologize for not having one here. But we will have that down for seasons 2 and 3. So move right into favorite kiss. Alec and Magnus. I mean, come on, y'all. What the fuck? You think I'm that lazy? Alec and Magnus. Favorite kill was Luke killing Simon with the bullets. I know it wasn't an actual kill, but god damn it, was it entertaining. Favorite quote was, "You're immortal, but you let her kill you." That was Ragnar talking to Magnus. Valentine, as Waylon, also had a good quote about it being brave. It's just as brave to live as it is to die, which was also another really good one. I don't remember. I know what episode it was from because Waylon was just in one, but still. Favorite friendship. It was tough to pick because Jason, Alec kind of butted heads, so I just went with Izzy and Alec because I like the brother sister, even though they're not really directly talking to each other. I was gonna put Clary and Simon, but he's in love with her, so it's not really a friendship, you know? Favorite ship, Alec and Magnus. Because they're wholesome boys. Least favorite character is Hodge. Fucking bum. Most underrated character is Magnus, and favorite character is also Magnus. He's a double winner. Simon was real close to being there. I just didn't like the way that he spoke to Marine. I know he was going through changes in his bodies, and it's excusable to an extent. But I don't know. I like Simon a lot. I enjoy Simon. I just liked Magnus more. Season name. We dubbed season 1. We always give them catchy little names. Was Holy Grail because they were searching for a cup, and typically the Holy Grail is associated with the cup. So Yeah. Finale name, We Have an Army. I couldn't fucking think of nothing. I didn't like this finale at all. There's just Val getting the cup and all of his people making soldiers. So I don't know. Like I said, everything feels lazy. This is just for Patreon peeps. Your last D20 roll for the last episode was the number 8. Our most common rolled numbers throughout this season was 1 and 3, both rolled twice. Obviously, the highest and lowest was 20 and 1. And then numbers matching the episodes was 3 and 10. Season 1, episode 3, and episode 10, we rolled those numbers. And that's all of the facts and information that we have on this one. You can see my allergies kicking my ass right now. That's it. This is the worst. This is the worst recap we've ever done. But we're going to blame my computer. That's it. We're just going to blame it because we didn't have any of our stuff we're supposed to have. And we can get ready for season 2, episode 1, will just take place tomorrow on June the 15th. And that way we can wrap up this Saturday here and go about our business and then get ready for a full week of season 2. So I apologize for how short and shitty and not engaging this one was. You guys can let me know your own JerAwards or just your awards down in the comment section below for your favorite episode, favorite character, etc. And then I will see you guys tomorrow for season 2, episode 1. And I think it was like something like Fool's Blood or some shit like that. I don't remember the title. Everything's closed down because I have to restart this for an update. But I promise season 2 and season 3 recaps will be so much better. But for now, we're going to go ahead and head out. So links and everything will be... Oh, wait. Oh, my goodness. We almost left without doing our in memoriam. Rest in peace or piss to the following people. All the demons in the first episode. Conrad, Midori, Steven or Stefan. Vampires, Brad, Pangborn, random circle members, and that random warlock. Valak, Theo, Captain Suzanne, Vargas, Simon Lewis, although brought back. Jace's Falcon, Henry Branwell, Sam Blackwell. I don't know if Branwell's even the name or not. And Raynor Fell. Rest in peace to those people. And on that note, this shit shows is gone. Links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. Stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.